Is it just me, bitch? Or I've been at the gas station every fucking day. And it's not just the gas more expensive. Like, this not even, it don't even hit the same. Literally, like, how a half tank lasts me 3 days 2 weeks ago. Now this lasts me a day.
I don't even care no more. I don't even care wherever I pull up, wherever this stop is where I'm spending the night. I refuse to go back to a gas station. I don't give a damn. Whatever happens, happens. I'm out here. I done seen the lady that work at the gas station more than I done seen my son.
It's either you gonna pay gas or rent. Take your pick. It's a shame that people have to dig into their savings account just to go around the corner. And the gas prices are rising more and more every day. Americans don't know what to do. A lot of people are going back to their home countries because they can't afford to live in America no more. You can't live in your car because you're gonna have to use gas in order to live in there, and you can't drive your house to work. So which one you gonna do? Not to mention fast food is more expensive than it's ever been. It's so bad out here, people are ditching their cars altogether and have no choice but to ride their bikes to work.
I bought this e-bike about a month ago. I just got it yesterday. Boy, my car is staying parked. I originally got it so that way I could bypass traffic and whatnot, because traffic in my city is crazy. But now that gas is $4, my car's sitting in my driveway and it's gonna stay.
Yo, I just got in my car. I was about to head to work and my gas tank was on E. So I had to make a calculated decision. Do I want to pay $65 or more to fill up my tank at $4.30 a gallon? Or am I about to get on my bike and ride away? So, you know what I decided? I think it's better for me, better for my body, better for the environment, no emissions, to just get on my bike and go to work. So, I was doing the math. I think I may be a little bit drastic in my decisions, but as soon as I seen that E, I said, yo, I'm canceling my insurance. I was paying $250 a month for my insurance. I got on, my gas was, altogether I was paying like $400 a month for my car, even though my car is paid off. Like, I got no car payment, but I was still paying $400 a month just in insurance and gas. So I made a calculated decision. Spirit not in business no more, so I'm like, yo, I can't even get the same cheap flights out the $30 to Miami. So $400 a month, there's like 8 months left. That's $2,400 a month that I'm saving. And I just think it kind of makes sense. It's good for me, it's good for my body, good for the environment. I'm about to get in the best shape of my life right now. I already know. And the crazy thing is for me is that, yo, I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I work in home care. So when I go to my patient's house, and especially if I got a new eval, they're gonna be like, yo, are you a DoorDash driver? I'm like, nah, I'm not here delivering your Amazon Prime packages. I'm here to go do your therapy with you. It's gonna be crazy, but you know, I just think it makes sense. And sometimes you gotta swallow your pride. It may be a little bit cheap, but y'all let me know. Does it make sense? Or am I being like, is this too cheap? I think it makes sense.
I'll tell you a little secret. So I just bought a bicycle, not because I love biking, but because I am trying to train myself to never use my car unless I have to get used to the fact that over the course of the next 3 to 6 months, gas prices are, even as bad as they are right now, going to get 10 times worse. Why? Because of everything that's going on internationally, the stoppage, the blockage in the Strait of Hormuz that's going on right now. If you think it's bad now, that oil, there's a gap in the delivery, right? And so when that gap hits the US economy, we're all screwed. Anyway, if you know what's going on in Ireland, there are massive strikes. This happened in Canada a while back with these truckers. And what it reminded me of was that, you know, we as Americans, you know, the people who like fought for freedom from England for our country, or from the United Kingdom for our country, you know, we do have the power. We don't just have to like protest when it's convenient on Saturday and like get out in the streets and do. We could, hypothetically, strike. Remember when the actors like striked? Picket, nobody crossed the picket lines, and if they did, everybody was like, bad. But every industry could do that. We could literally shut down any industry. We could boycott any brand. We can tank the sales of any company we want. We can do it. So, who's down?
How hungry do you think you're going to be when you get to where you're trying to go on your bike? In 2026, we might just have to fast in order to drive slow in our cars. Everybody's blaming the government for the high gas prices, but it's either somebody voted or didn't vote. So should we be blaming ourselves? This is when we all learn a lesson about unnecessary spending. You got it for this, but you don't got it for that. Now you got to make a decision about what's more important. Maybe this situation will get people to change their morals. But if there's one person that people feel comfortable blaming, you already know who he is.
Being a Trump supporter is one thing, but trying to gaslight me into believing that gas was higher under Biden than it is under Trump is like delusional as fuck. I just put $74 in a Chevy Malibu. I've had this car since Biden was president. I've never put $74. Like, how are you trying to gas? I've never put $74 in my gas tank, and I always let the shit go to E. I've never put $74 in my gas tank. Ever. 35 max.
My mom just said gas is getting so high. It's getting to the point where like people are gonna have to start alerting their family and friends and saying like, hey, I'm going into town. Do you need anything? Can I pick you up something? I'm going into town.
Excuse my appearance. However, I know that gas has went up. That gas is up. However, periodically and similarly, I have noticed that because that gas went up, that it seems like that meter, what's this called when the money show how much you gonna buy, that somehow that done went up too. Cause ain't no way I put that pump in, put it on regular and sit in the car, cause I'm a girl. I'm not finna sit out there and hold that thing. What I look like? Behave, stop playing. I'm not finna sit out there and hold that thing. And as soon as I sat in the car, it said $28. $28. 28. I only been in the car 28 seconds. Something is going on. Somebody is doing something. And I know these prices is high. Yes, they are. They are extremely astronomical. But thank God we able to get us some scoop of gas. However, somebody the meters, somebody done rigged them. Somebody done rigged the meters, because ain't no way. I just sat down and the thing says 28. What happened to 1 through 27? I didn't even see 1 through 27. I look at it and the doggone thing said $28. It's the meters. It's the meters. And I'm finna find the culprit. Give me some time and I'm gonna find that nail really aggravating me.
Everybody's trying to figure out why the gas is so crazy, but refuse to cancel memberships that they don't even use anymore. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just saying if people's priorities were straight, the government wouldn't even dare. We have to have this conversation now because regular gas and premium gas are two different ball games. Premium gas is like eating a hearty meal. It's going to fill you up and stick to your ribs. Regular gas is like drinking ballerina tea. As soon as you put it in, everything is going to run out fast. People are trying to strategize and figure out ways how to save some money while getting gas at the same time. But if you plan on going regular, you might as well hop your behind on a bike.
8 months ago, it cost me $44 to fill my tank in my 2025 Acura RDX. So let's see how much it costs now. Just in case anyone was curious, I used regular gas back then, and I'm using regular gas now. Gas here is $3.92 for regular, but hey, at least it ain't $4, you know what I'm saying? All right, there goes the $44 mark, and we are moving right past it. And just like that, something that used to cost me $44 just cost me $62. Thanks for watching.
A lot of people don't realize how different gas affects your car too. Like last year, I needed a whole full pump replacement because I got bad gas from somewhere. And so since then, I've only gotten gas from one gas station. Every time I go get gas, I only go to that gas station. Anytime I go out of town, I look for that same exact gas station. I don't switch gas. I don't go to the closest one, the cheapest one. No. If you're putting one type of gas in your car, you need to stick with that one type, or else you're going to have a lot of fuel pump issues. Like you have a gas station where you went to that only uses 5% water, and then you go to one, you're like, this one's cheaper, but they use 10% water. That's going to mess up your fuel pump. So I tell people, like, if you're going to go to a gas station, stick to that same gas station everywhere you go, no matter how far out of town you go, no matter which part of the town you go, no matter how much more expensive it is, just stick to that one, or else Gonna end up like me, replacing the whole fuel pump.
There's a possibility that regular gas is the new premium gas, and whatever the new regular gas is, you're probably putting distilled water in your tank. There's so many conspiracies around these high gas prices. People are connecting the recent release of UFO files to be the cause. Sadly, there's a possibility that gas prices are going to rise before they fall.
I know the plan for gas. I know what they're going to do. They are going to, because they did this during COVID, they're going to put the price up so high that it's going to become like unbelievable. People are going to be like, $7? Like, it's going to become like riots and stuff like that. Then they'll bring it down to like $4, okay? And people are going to be like, oh, much better. And we'll be content in that. Even though it's higher than what we're used to, because it was so high, people will be like, okay, well, that's much better, and kind of just fall back into their complacent life. That's what they always do, right? They did that during COVID. Like I said earlier, prices were high for groceries, and people were like, dude, like, this is insane. Like, from before, I don't know if anyone remembers the prices before COVID. Like, I'm not saying it was great, but like, it wasn't as high as it was after COVID. Then they're going to bring it down a little bit, like a couple cents, and then they'll leave it at that. And that's what it's going to be. And we're going to just be content with it because, you know, we suck and we like to be in the ass with no lube or condom. Anyways, that's my prediction, y'all, for gas. I don't know what y'all's predictions are, but I feel like that's what's going to happen with gas. And we're going to be content with $4, and that'll be the new norm. And, yep, that's what they do with a lot of stuff. So what are y'all's predictions? I don't know what other people think, because I think I'm right.
Yo, I don't know what to do. I'll pull up at the gas station. You know, I'm finna do my little 1-2. First of all, first and foremost, the gas is $4.89. That's basically $5. I look at my gas pump. You know, I'm nosy. I want to see what the next person put in there. Baby, it says $60. Hold on, I'm going to show y'all. It says $60. I look over to my left. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all. 103. 95. They got money. I was going to put $10, $15 in and keep it pushing, but, yeah, I'm still gonna put $10, $15 in. I don't care. All right, y'all. I ended up putting $48.89.
Let me know what y'all think about these high gas prices in the comment section. There's no more such thing as a joyride. And if you got somewhere to go, make sure it's somewhere important. At least try to make it worth spending all of that gas money. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'll see y'all on my next video.